What was your message to the rest of the defense after that first drive?
I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty upset. You know, I kind of, you know, everybody was going around saying we're good, and I kind of, you know, had to really just try and light a fire under everybody and let them know like they're not better than us. Like, you know, we needed to buckle down and really and dial in. You know, they are a great offense, but I know we're a great defense too. So I thought that was unacceptable for sure.
Fred, if they were going around,
did you go, you know?
Yeah, I had to kind of, you know.
You go up on them?
Yeah, well, I won't say all that, but I for sure there was some yelling going on the
Well,
side.
Fred, following up on that, how proud are you of their team?
Oh, I mean, extremely. Kidding. I mean, we come into Lambeau against the number one seed in the NFC, snowing MVP quarterback, you know, one of the best receivers playing the game, high-powered offense, and we hold them to 10 points. Like that's incredible. You know, especially just the way it started. You know, that's really it's one of those things that we'll remember forever for sure. I don't think everybody kind of knows the gravity of it now, but it's something we'll look back on for sure.
Fred, I think we've asked you some version of this question for the last 2 months, but the ability to kind of bounce back when, you know, whether the circumstances are down, where does that come from with this team?
I think it comes from, you know, it starts with, first of all, you gotta put the right guys in the building. You know, guys who love football. You know, it doesn't matter. We were on a 4-game losing streak early on in the season, but I think everybody kind of knew like we had too much talent to, you know, to really stay like that. And guys love what they do so much. Like we were all going to find a way to kind of dig ourselves out of that. And you know, like I said, we're too talented, and I think it was only a matter of time before things started clicking. And we've been in some really tough games, and I think we're not standing here with a win if we didn't, you know, go through what we did in LA, you know, against the Rams to start. I think going through that kind of win and then taking us into Dallas, winning that game, and obviously here, I mean, it's all kind of just storybook. Yeah, I mean, so.
What does it take to develop that clutch thing for late in games for our team?
I don't know if there's anything to really say. I would attribute it to our preparation. Honestly, I think we have some of the best coaches in terms of, you know, just you know, D'Amico being one of the smartest minds I've been around. Obviously, I deal with him day to day, and you know, obviously Kyle and all them on the other side being the best at what they do. They make sure that they prepare the perfect game plan every week, and we go out and prepare every single day in practice for any situation that we see out here. You know, and I think that's why it doesn't matter where we're at in the game. We've seen, you know, we saw everything, you know, on tape and in reps. So it was just a matter of execution.
Fred, when you said, like when after the touchdown, guys were saying, you know, we're good. I mean, did that? Correct me if I'm wrong. It sounded like that may even upset you. Like, you know, we need more than we're good.
Well, no, it's not. I don't even think it's about that. Honestly, okay. I think you do got to hold your composure, right? Like that's. Some team like this, that's a very outstanding offense. Like we knew that they were going to get theirs, you know, and they went out. They did a great job on the first drive and put points on the board. You know, and we know it's a long game too, so you got to keep your composure. But at the same time, you just need different type. You just need different people on the sideline giving you different, you know. And I'm the guy to be like, no, like we got to be better, you know, and just a sense of urgency.
Jimmy said that D'Amico Ryans was disguising things really well, and that sort of confused him. Do you think that's fair? Could you sense that was happening?
Well, yeah, I think that was we for sure wanted to show him different looks, just like we kind of did last week with Dak. And I guess the only way you really know if that's what worked, you have to ask Aaron. But I think some of those calls late in the game were clutch.
What do you make of
the way you guys are winning games, the efforts you've gone through? It's almost a little bit more rewarding than 2019.
You know, people like to talk about 19 a lot. You know, I don't really like to, you know, compare because they're both very different. I mean, shoot, we were the number one seed, and everything ran through SF back then, and now we're the 6th seed, and we got to go on the road and win these tough games, and so they're completely different. But there is a point to be said about it. It is very rewarding when you're the underdog and you come in and you take it from somebody.
Well, what do you make of Eric Armstead's run here the last few weeks and the number of big sacks he's had?
Incredible, and not a surprise at all. I think he's been outstanding for us all season long, and is just so unselfish, and one of the leaders of our team. That's why he wears the C on his chest, and I'm not surprised at all. I think it was just a matter of time before he really started to, he was already balling, I feel like, but I guess people are kind of just starting to notice now.
You said no one, something to the effect of no one really appreciates the gravity of what's been happening. Are you talking about the injury situation and guys kind of playing through a lot to be out there?
Yeah, I mean that's part of it, but I just feel like when you're in the moment, it's kind of hard to really just rest on your laurels and be like, wow, like we did that. Like we're already on to the next. Like we're ready to watch the game tomorrow to see like who will we have next, and it's just football though. You don't have time to relax until it's all over. And so that's kind of what I mean. Is like this will be something that we look back on after it's all said and done.
Fred, how will you watch tomorrow's game?
On my couch.
Do you have a notepad in hand? Or how do you view it? I wouldn't say a notepad. I'll just watch the game and we'll see. If whoever wins, then I'll start watching tape on that too.
Will you have a beer in hand?
Alcohol is terrible for your sleep. So don't.
All right. Thank you guys.